Happy Friday. So I'm totally unaware of how it's going to play out, but I'm going to be cutting my carbs again. I'm cutting them to 131 grams per day. I'm also cutting down my calories to 2100. And I was doing 27, but what I was noticing is that there were fluctuations in my weight on my days off. And even though I do think that this cut in calories and carbohydrates is going to mess with my recovery, it's something that I have to do in order to cut back the amount of time that it's going to take to actually complete this cut. Because if I stick at a higher weight or a higher carbohydrate intake and a higher caloric intake, then I'm going to be doing this cut for freaking like ever, man. And realistically, I've been listening to a couple people that have podcasts on fat burning, and even though they're not, directed at endomorphs, they talk about this need to get out of a calorie deficit as soon as you can because of the effects that it has on cortisol and the stress, that it puts on your body. And I agree with that. I've been in these long cuts before, and the way I look at it is, get the fat off and then do what you can to learn how to maintain it, by adding in a little bit of carbs here and there. As an endomorph, I'm probably never going to be anywhere over, what I was doing before, which was like 170. I don't think that, I don't think I'll ever be over 170, no matter what weight I am. And definitely if I'm, at the projected weight that I want to hit, goal wise, if I'm if I can do 170 grams of carbs per day, it would really surprise me. So, that's just what it is. I'm not very happy about it, but like I said, I have been seeing the trend because I keep all the data, and on the days where I do not exercise, I don't see the weight fluctuations eating 2100 calories. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. When you're an endomorph, these are the kind of things that you have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with these changes to your diet. You're going to have to deal with, facing the facts and facing the data, and just having to, figure out a way to, cope with the lack of, food intake and the lack of enjoyable foods sometimes, and is this going to be a bit of a blow to me? Yeah, but the thing about it is I want to reach that goal more than I want to eat foods. It's about my end result. It's not about the the now or the today. We can't focus on now and today all the time. There's a quote that I was reading not that long ago. Something like results last longer than taste. So I got to get to those results. I got to chase those results. I don't know. I got a lot on my plate today. I may try and ride. I don't know. It's getting pretty warm, so I usually like trying to ride before it starts getting warm. So it's probably too warm to ride. I may go for a walk today, but tomorrow I'm back on strides, and I'm back on my chest routine tomorrow morning. So adjusting these calories and carbohydrates, and I'm just gonna take the goods with the bads, and just I know that it's gonna work. I know that I will see the results that I want from this protocol. But as I said before, it's a bit of a bummer when you can't eat anything, and when you have to eat these really low calories, and you want to keep putting on strength, and you want to keep lifting and everything. And my lifts were coming up, but since I started like really cracking down on this deficit, my lifts have been going down. I've been feeling very depleted, little nagging injuries and whatnot that I just wasn't experiencing when I was eating high carb, but realistically, if you're an endomorph and you eat the high carb diet, you're just going to pile the fat on. And that's what happened. I didn't even do a dirty bulk. I was just eating higher carbs. I was eating clean carbs, potatoes, oatmeal, things like that. But I was eating, a higher amount of that stuff. And yeah, the fat just pours on because, insulin sensitive, that's just, that's my life. Happy Friday.